Hey everybody, it's tea time with the diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, and let's get into it. This tea time is dedicated to Keefe D, and many of you may be saying, Diva, who's Keefe D? Oh, Keefe D is the big dummy. Yeah, you big dummy. He gets the Big Dummy Award that went around and did every interview he could on YouTube regarding the unaliving of Tupac Shakur, saying he knew who did it. He was there. He saw firsthand. He passed the pow pow back to this one. He said all kinds of crazy, salacious stuff with no regard to Tupac's family, who survived him and had to endure and see these clips of Keefe D bragging about knowing more details about the unaliving. Keefe D also wrote a book. But see, they say every dog has his day. Now, in Keefe D senior years, when he should be on his porch chilling, playing with perhaps the grandkids, going to play checkers or bingo or doing whatever he wants, he's behind bars making collect calls to his family members, asking them to put money on his books because he wanted to brag and run his mouth. Listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share screen. So, sinking his own ship. So, a former LAPD officer, Greg, calls Keefe D stupid for publicly confessing to Tupac's unaliving. So, Keefe D is trying to blame it on the cop, and the cop said, no, that big dummy is his fault. He the one that ran his mouth. So, former LAPD officer Greg called Chief Tupac unaliving suspect Keefe D stupid and said he sank his own ship with numerous, and he ain't lying, numerous media emissions. The story dates back to the fatal pow-powing of Tupac in a drive-by incident in Las Vegas in 1996. Recently, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, already a convicted gangster, was arrested and charged with Tupac's unaliving. The revelation has sent shockwaves through the music industry as one of the biggest unsolved unalivings might have finally been solved. Keefe, in a twist of events, blames the former cop for his legal troubles despite confessing to his involvement in the unaliving in a secret interview with the detective back in 2008. This confession, known as Proffer, has now resurfaced to haunt Keefe, with segments appearing in the police officer book and TV series. So that police officer, he wrote a book and he profited off of the unaliving of Tupac. So Keefe D said once he saw that this LAPD was making money off of the Tupac unaliving, he figured why not go on YouTube and do interviews and collect on the situation also. Profit off of somebody else's pain. But see, what people gotta understand, just because they do it, don't mean you can do it. You're a big dummy if you think you can. So Keefe D messed around and found out that you can't do what an ex-police officer was able to do. So the former LAPD officer who delved into the investigations of both Tupac and Biggie Smalls' unaliving is now working on a book that details Keefe's confession of leading the assault on the rap star. Despite Keefe's public defense that he lied about the unaliving for fame and money, the LAPD officer stands firm in his belief that Keefe was telling the truth during the original interview. The police officer also emphasized, "It's not my job to protect Keefe D from his own stupidity. I never dealt with Keefe in any kind of underhanded, manipulative way," the officer said. "Everything was always very straightforward and clear. And when he took it upon himself to go out and start publicly boasting about Tupac, he sank his own ship. He created his own problems," the former cop explained. "I didn't create any problems for him. He created whatever problems he has currently are his problems." Prosecutors plan to use Keefe's own words against him during the trial, showcasing the taped stuff that he did on YouTube as evidence, and also his original interview he did with the LAPD saying he did it or he was involved in the whole situation. Listen, Keefe D is dumb, and a lot of people now, I don't know why they get this mic and a camera in front of them and they want to say all kind of salacious things and they come back to bite them in the butt later. A whole lot of rappers and everything in between, they go on Vlad, they say all kind of incriminating stuff, and then they wonder why later on they get locked up. When he goes out and tells his story, he has created these problems that he currently having to deal with, the officer explained. When I tell the story, it's not a problem for him. I told the story 11, 13 years ago, and there was no repercussions for Keefe. He didn't go to jail because of what I did, because if he would have, it would have been 13 years ago, he continued. So when I told the story, there was no consequences for him other than being judged in the court of public opinion. But when he tells the story, there are consequences for him. And so there's just the reality of the matter is that he talked himself into jail. I didn't talk him into jail. He did it himself. So listen, guys, here's the thing. When are these people going to learn, like, stop running your mouth? Stop wanting fame and a dollar bill over your own detriment? So I do agree with the cop. Keefe D talked himself right behind the bars. That's where he is. That's where he's going to stay. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this. I do feel that he's going to get convicted for this crime, because the police officers are also being sick of told like they never solved this mystery. So now it's going to be solved. The final nail in the coffin for Keefe D is really he put it in the coffin himself. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button. And Keefe, you are a big dummy. You're stupid. You did it to yourself. You went on too many YouTube interviews and you thought it was funny and you thought it was a joke to sit there and talk about somebody's unaliving and how you was involved. Not a care in the world about how his surviving family members, when I say his Tupac surviving family members, would feel about you sitting on somebody's couch talking about how you unalive their family member. So you are where you need to be. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.